Am I an arsehole for embarrassing my sister's friend at dinner? My sister, cousin, and a couple of friends came over after work. My sister brought a friend of hers I'd only met a few times that I'd never had an issue with before. At one point, I went to the bathroom. When I came out, my sister's friend was in the kitchen arguing with my son. I said, "What's she doing?" She said my son went into the kitchen to get food and she told him to wait until I came out of the bathroom to ask me for permission. I stared at her for a second and said, "Who the fuck are you? You don't live here." He does. Who are you to tell him he can't go into his own kitchen? She looked surprised and said she was trying to be helpful. I repeated my question. Who are you? Who the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. She brought up that she's a teacher and sometimes kids try to get around rules. She said that she followed my son into the kitchen. I said, "So you think my son needs permission to go into his own kitchen? And you can go wherever you like in my house without invitation." She said she didn't feel welcome anymore and was leaving. She went back to the living room, grabbed her bag and walked out. My sister asked what happened. I explained that she had a disagreement with my son. Some of my guests said they thought it was strange that she followed him into the kitchen. My sister and some of the others said her behaviour was perfectly normal and I was unnecessarily hostile to her. Later, my sister confronted me privately and said she was upset that I chased off her friend. I can be a little extra when it comes to defending my kid.
Really?
So,
you think?
Was I an arsehole? Who's in the wrong here?
Both of them.
She was an arsehole.
She was an arsehole because this is loaded. So she was an arsehole, yeah, because she came with venom straight away. She said to her, "Who the fuck?" You didn't need to do that. Who the fuck means like that's next. I know how loaded when I swear how loaded that can be in it, especially if I'm like, "Who the fuck?" Like you don't. She didn't need to do that.
She
said it twice.
Response, but you come down out of the bathroom. Someone is arguing with your child that you don't know is coming to argue.
Were they arguing? Were they arguing?
She said, "I can't." My sister's friend was in the kitchen arguing with my son.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't know the levels of the argument, but
no, fair. That's why there's parts where I'm saying they're both arseholes. Firstly, I'm addressing who the fuck. Like that seems a little bit.
That's Aggie straight
off the back. Like she's an adult as well. Like your son should respect the adult, right? Like okay, there's ways there, but it just seems Aggie to me from the beginning. However, who the fuck? Who are you talking to? Like same. I might not do that in front of my kid, but I'll be like, why are you rolling around in my house? Like, are you all right? Are you well? Whose kid are you following? Like, are you okay? That's why there's two things there.
I'm not sure she's an arsehole, you know.
I'm conflicted because like from an auntie point of view, depending on which of my siblings' houses I'm at, there's different rules. Do you know what I mean? So like, I would have thought that the friend would have to understand the rules, maybe even talk to her sister, who's there, to know what the rules are in the house before you actually act on what you think the rules are. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like that is wild. To be honest, like without any input, but at the same time, I can understand if you're kind of trying to make. Because some people's houses, the kids can't go and just help themselves. That is true. That's what I mean. Like they can't go and help themselves. So if she's from that train of thought, I can understand the action. However, I don't agree with the action, if that makes sense, right? But the confrontation. I understand it, you know, because it is my house. It's my house. And it's my child. Yeah, I get it. That's and so I do understand it. It's aggressive. It is aggressive. And it's very aggressive.
And she said she hasn't met her. This was her first time. Oh no, she's met her before.
A few times.
There's no. It doesn't. It's my.
She's not my brethren.
Not my brethren, you know. It's not you lot. It's some friend.
I could switch in a similar way. I probably wouldn't enter in on an Aggie. I would probably be a bit more like, what is going on here? And suss it. But then hearing, and then I followed him to the kitchen because he can't eat. I may then switch.
I'm a teacher.
But do you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't even talk to her. I'll be like, 1 second. I'll talk to my son. What happened, babe?
That's what I'm saying. The son is saying,
I'm going to dismiss you because you're in my fucking house.
Wait.
But if your son is saying, I just got up and all I wanted to do was keep something.
You know what I mean?
And then she followed me and then she was holding my arms. you'll be lucky if you can leave.
Yeah.
If you can walk out. I may not fight you.
I'm just imagining like going into the kitchen and Egypt's there. And someone's like,
There is
and also you do know.
Sorry,
and also you know your kids. You know your kids as well. It's like,
and the thing is, you know, like you think Mikey, you're free in the yard. You can go and get your anything,
Yeah.
babe.
Imagine
and some woman come from and she and you know, like you've met her. Has your child met this person before?
Yeah.
No, but you can't go and follow somebody else's kid. Especially when their aunt is there.
sitting down, watching them go about their business.
That don't make no sense.
No.
That don't make no sense.
It could turn into a fight.
And also,
if we are different races, it could escalate further.
Which it sounds like
Are
they
you
were.
policing my son? Are you trying to police my son?
in his own yard because
And trying to be like, you can't
you're not allowed
eat.
to have a biscuit. My child can go in the kitchen. I know I had a friend who was like, "Oh, are we allowed to have a biscuit, please?" Yeah, yes, you can in my yard.
Yeah.
She had
No,
to
but
ask permission.
but I like
Yeah.
manners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egypt ain't going to no one's house and
And
just
picking
rolling
up
up in there.
things in someone else's house.
That's not
Yeah.
happening, right? But in her own house,
Go and get
I mean,
things.
to be fair, she'd still say blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like if she wants to go and get something, go. Who are you to be trying to like you as well?
If I followed Egypt into the kitchen to be like, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
Her kitchen.
No,
I'm a visitor.
No, but if you
But the
followed
thing is-
I'm
Egypt,
the visitor.
No. This is the thing. So if you know the person, it's different.
That's
Do you
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
So
That's why I said if
I would
you-
trust, like, oh, maybe you have a legitimate concern. Do you know what I mean? Or something. I would be like,
right.
I wouldn't
If
find
you
it
followed
offensive.
Egypt
I
into the
wouldn't.
kitchen and I came and I saw you lot arguing, I'd be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hell you out in front of her. I would want to know, but I wouldn't like be like, "What the fuck?" I'm not
No,
doing
it may
that.
escalate there, you know.
I think it's a
Yeah,
legitimate
like, there's
concern, but
there's
like-
family friends, right, and family
Yeah.
and sisterins, right.
Yeah.
But if I see you, like, why are you arguing with my child? Though?
Yeah.
I think that's the levels.
The arguing, no.
Farah, I know, like that's your daughter. You know, why are you arguing with my mother?
For you not just
Yeah, and I think that's
watch
fair
it
too.
Why can't you just watch it happen and see what goes on?
Because your kid has to feel protected as well, isn't it? But yeah,
Yeah.
as the external person, why is it bothering you if they're going to get a biscuit?
What's it got to do with
What's
you?
it got to do with you?
projection.
It's not your
It's a
food. It's not your
projection.
house.
No, let's go back
It's
to the
not
point.
your
And
house.
And also the sister,
What are you
she
doing?
needs to
Hey,
fix up.
hold on. Oh God, we didn't
She
even
needs to
address
fix
that.
up.
Sister.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, yeah. Let me tell you. If my sister,
Leave, everyone's
my sister
leaving.
would never. But any of them, they would never.
Leave.
But if they ever, I'd be like, fuck you and your fucking brethren. Yeah.
Come out.
Get the fuck out of my house. You can leave too.
About private combos afterwards, I'm
hell?
really offended with what you did.
Leave. Yes, she had to flee. We following
Your
the
friend's an
transport, like,
idiot,
police.
weirdo.
No, honestly, my sister. And my sister has some different types of friends. I mean, we've all met her. So you can imagine what her friends are like. Now, if one of her friends was in the kitchen arguing with one of my sons, it can escalate very quickly.
fighting talk.
Especially
Yeah.
if I've only met you a couple of times. She has loads of friends. I've only met them a couple of times. And I think they're weird. And then you're arguing with my son
That's
in
a
a
lot
kitchen
in that
over
space.
food that is not yours.
No, it's not happening.
You're-
'cause
honestly,
I don't
you're
like
lucky.
all of us
Yeah.
are raised, or if it's your nieces, your nephews, everybody, we know about respect and manners
Yeah.
that we talked about. So the fact that our child or our family member our young family member is arguing back with an adult,
Yeah.
knowing how they've
Yeah.
been raised, you know it's on smoke.
Something's
You know there's
happening.
something
It's
awry.
true.
You
It's
know
true,
what?
it's
Actually,
true. I didn't even
immediately,
look
I
at it like
made
that.
I made
It's true.
step in.
Yeah.
I
They're
made
not
step
gonna-
in
they're
shouting.
never going to just
Yeah.
be shouting at an adult.
Because my child's not going to be shouting
Not
at
our
adults.
children.
That's the thing.
Not
I
our
think I'm
family.
blocking out the argument bit because
It's okay. It's irrelevant.
It's just
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Listen, I have.
It's not. I couldn't
something to joke
fathom.
about.
I couldn't fathom it.
Situation where I heard where someone moved to my child, I wasn't there, but when
Oh,
I heard
yeah,
that
no,
my
I
child
heard about
squared
that.
up, I was like, go for it, babe. And
Yeah.
that was a fact. It was a
Yeah.
a strange family member. She had to square up. I was not vexed with her, and when I see him, it's on side.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I wanted to go to
No,
the
but
house
go
that
to
day as well.
that's.
Honestly,
I'm not even asking, am I the asshole? Everybody, me and my sister would have serious words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't come to me and be like, I can't believe you did that to my brother.
Right, yeah, nah. I'll be saying to you, you better go fucking chat to your brethren, yeah?
Yeah,
And don't
yeah.
bring,
Never.
do
And
not
she's
bring,
not coming
do
back.
not bring that
Yeah.
person around
She's
me
never
again.
ever.
Don't.
you got my child.
Are you
fucked up
crazy?
because she wanted to have food.
In her own yard.
In her own yard because of your rules, because you were oppressed at home.
That's a whole family meeting.
You got up from
We're
your
all
seat.
sitting down with all the elders. Like, you are talking
everybody.
to me about your friend that I kicked out of the house. Like, everyone needs to know.
You're offended by me.
If
you brought into my house.
You need to apologise to me.
Exactly.
Right? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
This entity into my yard.
Yeah.
This is negative.
Yeah. And your friend needs to apologise to my son.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
Yes, she's go down the line.
Yeah.
And prostrate on the floor.
Yeah. 100%.
So that was
100.
I can't believe you did that to my friend.
Ija,
you mad?
what, are you alright? Are you okay?
She confronted me privately.
No.
Wow.
Chased off her friend.
That needed to turn into a fight as well. Fighting all of them.
It's how the woman was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a
true.
pause moment. Sorry, it's a pause moment. I come from the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, there's levels to what took place in that. And
right.
that
Jesus.
sounds like an absolute Karen.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're not dancing, babe. We're here for you. The Aunties definitely are on your side.
That's one of those. I wish I was there.
I
I wish
wish.
a motherfucker would.
In my family, the rest of the siblings would be getting up and cussing her too.
I can't imagine it.
It's insane.
Serious.
I actually got hot thinking about you. Like,
Honestly.
When you're like, maybe. And I was
No,
like,
it was just the initial venom.
Yeah.
But like that's why I then went on to say,
No.
but what the fuck?
I
That's
needed
one
the
thing,
levels.
you know, like the family thing. Fuck with my family. Just forget. Forget. Don't chat to me again.
Yeah.
Forget.
Yeah.
Forget
even
it.
it's like we could be on beef inside our family. You know, I know this, but you know what?
Honestly,
what you're not gonna do.
No,
Smarter.
not ever.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
Not ever.
We're not
What
doing
you're
that
not
today.
Not ever, man.
Today.
Following
Yeah.
a child into the
Because they want to
kitchen.
eat some chicken and potatoes.
Yeah,
you ain't eating.
She got up from the seat.
She
Could have been
eating.
policing. Maybe the child was a little bit big and she thought, oh, you're not allowed to eat. There's levels to we're going to fight over this, you know. Like, it's not okay.
I'm a teacher.
Imagine. Can we first?
And she's trying to preach. There's...
We got to wrap it.